Sisyphean.
Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. I am Sisyphus Reborn and welcome to another episode of our treasure hunt. Also, I guess the unofficial title of the series is The Epic Adventures of Marnie LaBouche. I'll make other characters in the future, because we do want to explore a lot of the game content, but for now we're staying with Marnie LaBouche, the duelist, who has reached level 4 and who. I mean, I guess I can't really blame Marnie for struggling in the last episode. It was mainly due to me being rusty at the game, having not played it since the beta. Now, I've watched other people playing it, so I should know a little bit about it, but you can't really learn something the same way by watching other people do it, the same way that you can do it by actually doing it yourself, right? Okay, so volume is a little bit loud in my okay, so, like, sorry if you're seeing the volume thing pop up on the screen. It's popping up because I have to capture the entire screen. I can't capture the window, and I think it's because this is a very old game. Something about the way this game was coded means you can't capture the window, right? It just doesn't work. Now, again, there's some people in here with equipment that has really annoying graphical effects that's causing frame rate issues. But I guess there's nothing we can do about them. I guess we could ask them politely to leave, but I don't know how I would do that. They're just standing there. What's in my stash? Let me just take a look. There's some rudimentary currency items. Orb of Chance. So and we picked up one as well. Upgrades a normal item to random rarity. We'll hold on to these. How do I stash it? With X. Right. So it seems like the maximum stack size is still 20. Now, what sort of gems did I have when I was playing the game in the beta? Stun support, knockback support, melee splash support, life gain on hit support, chance to flee support, cast on critical strike support, and blood rage, which is a skill. A green skill adds a buff that deals physical damage over time while increasing attack speed and life leech. Killing an enemy while the buff is active refreshes the duration and can grant a frenzy charge. We would need a green slot to be able to put that in. And what do we have? What do we have in this? We have double strike, which I'll keep for now, and chance to poison support. Supports any skill that hits enemies. I don't know. What if we put chance to stun? Must support both an attack skill and a spell. The attack, okay, so the attack skill on crit will cast the spell. Okay, Cause monsters to flee, I don't know about that. So do we have any red slots? Alright, so I'm back to using a controller. Last episode I was using mouse and keyboard, which made certain parts of the game easier, but also I feel like my posture gets pretty bad if I use mouse and keyboard. So I have to get used to how to play this game with a controller. Chance to bleed support is just leveling up. Okay, what about our other gear? We can just throw like a skill on there, just for fun, I guess. But let's. Oh yeah, I don't think we can even use any of these gems because their levels are probably too high. That's why they're highlighted in red. Level 8, level 8, level 46, 75 strength. Level 38, level 8, level. Okay, so at level 8, we'll unlock the ability to use a bunch of these. How do I close it? Okay. I'm gonna have to remap some of these buttons. Also, I have a new controller, and there's this one's great. There's no stick drift. It feels awesome, and it's showing me that yes, there was stick drift in my old controller, but this game also is a little bit floaty, right? Your character just keeps moving for another couple of steps after you've stopped giving inputs. The same way that playing Diablo on Battle.net used to feel on on dial-up. But you know what? You know what? We'll make the best of this. Now the frame rate is gonna improve drastically as soon as we leave town.
So, you managed to salvage Shaky Hand's druggery. Nicely done. Nessa will put it to good use. More than that benumbed quack Optin ever did.
Ooh, looks like there's some rivalries in town. He likes Nessa. He doesn't like Optin, eh? So let's talk to Tarkley. We might have another quest.
Got a job for you, if you're willing. There's a pool near the mudflats needs investigating. You'll smell it before you see it. Stinks like a carcass in high summer, but that's not the worst of it. Dead birds walking. Animals don't rise up again the same as people do here. So if they aren't raising themselves, what's doing it for them? The answer's in that fetid pool. Clear the place out and kill whatever's raising those rowers. We've got enough living dead to contend with already.
So, if you'll notice, he said animals don't rise up the way people do here. So people coming back to life seems to be woven into the game's lore. I don't know if it's meant to refer to how players come back to life if you die. But if it is, that's a cool way of acknowledging a game mechanic as part of the game's lore. And we can talk, like, I could sit and like talk to these guys for hours. Eventually I will. But I don't want to get too sidetracked. The main goal of this series is to collect treasures, and there is gonna be time for lore. I tell you what, we will do the lore conversations after we've finished the main story, loosely speaking. And then maybe we'll have a whole episode where all we're doing is listening to lore entries, right? So what are we gonna do? Well, we can take a waypoint. What is this? Oh, that's the Letters of Exile. What?
Of Nash, you have transgressed against your God and your fellow man. You have been a willing vessel for the following sins: pecuniary lust, operating a house of ill repute without a license. God has charged me with your redemption. You are hereby exiled to Rayclast, where it is hoped you shall come to repent your sins and make your peace with your beloved father.
Right. So I think every character has one of these, and it talks about what the crime was that got them sentenced to the, I guess, penal colony of Rayclast. And our crime seems to be operating a brothel without a license. So I guess they do have well, they call it a house of ill repute, which is a pejorative term, But the mentioning of the license implies that you can in fact do that legally, and if that is in fact the case, then that's actually pretty progressive for a fantasy, for an old-timey fantasy environment like this. And let me just say again, I love this map. Like, I liked the waypoints in Diablo 2 as well, but the waypoints would just like show up in a list, right? I haven't played Diablo 2 Resurrected in a while, but I feel like Diablo 2 should just steal this idea from this game and just incorporate the waypoints into a map of the actual world. It'll have like no gameplay impact, obviously. It'll just be something that looks nice and gives you more of a feeling of I'm progressing through a game world rather than just like individual modular areas. All right, so what's down here? Hang on, what's this stuff? What are these icons? Oh, these are quests, maybe? Oh, these are quests. Alright. And I can only go to areas that contain waypoints, right? I'm getting a hang of the controls. Right. Alright, let's go. Let's get going. Now, I may have mentioned this in the last episode, or one of the last episodes. Certainly I mentioned it in the description, is that my favorite part about games like this, whether it's Diablo, starting fresh on a season, or Path of Exile, starting a new playthrough, eventually, you know, we'll get into grind mode. But my favorite part is the beginning, where every single item, every single enemy encounter, every single chest feels so full of potential. Like, it could be an upgrade. Obviously, if you win the lottery, you get a good early rare item, early unique. It could be really, really good. But like everything, just the world feels so full of potential that it just yeah, it's my favorite part of the game. And this feeling is going to persist up until I'd say we hit around level 20. That's when we'll start to really have to think about. We'll have to think about what sort of a build we want. I think this game might have like some issues with if you're out of range. If you're out of range, then it'll... Diablo 2 had this as well. It'll go through the attack animation and it'll take away your mana. Or if you're like targeting an empty spot on the ground, it'll take away your mana but not actually do any damage. Anyway, let's get some more lore.
Black storms descend on us from the north. Unnatural tempests of rage and hatred, lashing our backs, tearing at our houses. The rain is shot with shadow. It withers our crops, sickens our livestock. And the wind carries with it a restless spirit that breeds melancholy and madness. A spirit that creeps through our dreams, weaves tales of misdeed around our resting minds. We try not to listen. We try to remember ourselves. Some of us forget. Brothers fight. Brothers die. Calm punishes those that quarrel, that steal, that murder. Yet still the nightmares goad us into malefaction. We, Karui, are banished from sleep.
God, that sounds like a pretty bleak existence, but you know what? You gotta always find the silver lining. He says that they're banished from sleep. Well, you know, I've had issues, you know, like trouble falling asleep on various occasions, so yeah. Sometimes you just gotta take some, like some Benadryl, some over-the-counter, cold medicine, that kind of thing. just take a bit of a nap. Just relax. Alright, rusted hatchet. One socket. Alright. Yeah, see, I think it took away our mana and it went through the attack animation before there was actually any enemy to hit. And I should use my mana potions more often. Alright, easy does it.
My spirit is spent.
Alright. Chainmail vest. Is that better than what we have? Armor 23. You know what? I do believe that's better. Alright, let's equip that. Did we have any things socketed into this? No. Okay. Why am I carrying this around? Energy shield 9 versus plus 15 to... Let's just leave the rest of this. Right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Maybe we'll find something good today. Or at the very least, we'll get some quests done. Rusted sword? Nah, I want something that has good damage, right? So the fetid pool is what we are being tasked with clearing. This is sort of like, I guess, the Den of Evil, the equivalent of the Den of Evil from D2. Alright, let's see, boys. Let's see what we got. We gotta kill everything in here. Ooh, okay, already we've got some spicy boys. I love how every time you highlight gold, it tells you what gold is, what you can do with gold. Easy. I think I might have picked up an item while trying to attack the enemy, because I did not intend to pick this up yet. It's got 2 disconnected red sockets. Right, and there's a... How do I spend my skill points? Here's my passive tree. Okay, I'm gonna have to use the mouse for this part. How do I zoom out? Like this. There we go. So I wanted to take this path, I wanted to go down here, and then I wanted to go into dual wielding mastery. That's right. That's right. More attack speed seems like a good idea. Is that my only point? Seems like that's my only point. Let's apply this. How do we apply the changes? Because B cancels the changes. How do I keep this change? Is it already kept? Okay. I just have to leave the screen and then it'll ask me. Alright. Alright. So we picked up a piece of armor that we cannot use. Rare monster, or easy. Coffin tusks? Who gave you
the stink of victory.
Who's going around giving names to monsters? Is what I want to know. Or are their parents naming that? Like, if it's a humanoid type, you know, like a monster that's sentient in the same way that a human is, I can understand them how. Like, who's going around naming random undead animals? How's that? How's that happening? That's two-handed, don't really care. Easy, easy. Easy, boys. Okay. Alright, let's easy. Settle down, boys. Settle the frick down. So, let me remind myself, what potion did I put in this slot? What does it do? Movement speed. Okay. I should be using this, like, every chance that I get. How long does it last? Not very long. Okay. Okay. I think I see another rare. Bone Roa, which I believe is a type of flightless bird. I think I picked up another item that I didn't really want. This I can get rid of. How do I drop this? Like this. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Fire and ignite resistant. And evasive. Alright. Let's get some more Scroll of Wisdom. What? Level 6. Let's take a look at our stats, and let's just go into our passives and put... Wait, why can we not take this? Oh, because we don't have this? Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Apply the changes. And let's go. Easy, boys. Easy. 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 I'm picking up all... I'm gonna have to rebind some of these buttons, because... Is there a way to... bind... pick up so that it's on a completely different button than any of your attacks? There's gotta be, right? There's gotta be. Let's do this. Easy, easy.
My spirit is spent.
Easy. Alright. We're in the right area, right? Will it be like the Den of Evil, where when we're close to killing them all, it'll say like 10 monsters remaining? Oh boy, easy. Settle down. Settle the frick down, man. Cadaverous the Defiler. Maybe, oh, this guy must be the one that's giving these undead birds names. Alright. I see something that we can potentially use. That looks one-handed. It's got three... It's a claw? I mean, I don't want to use claws. And also, we can't use it anyway. Driftwood Maul is a two-hander, obviously. Easy. Rat mitts. I think we already have one of those. Got fish scale gauntlets. So evasion, and I'll keep what we have right now. Easy. All right. Alright, let's get this going. Spiked bundle? That's a... Seems to be another claw type weapon. Oh, I have another healing potion on left button that I haven't been using. There's a skill gem, fireball. I don't know if I mean, I'll pick it up. I might want to save it for another character. Alright, let's get some more mana. Okay, 3 monsters remain. We are getting... Oh, easy. And we've gotten them all. And just like the Den of Evil, after you've done it, the environment changes slightly. All right. Well, let's go this way. And the mud flats now. Easy, easy. Alright. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we can do. Is there a waypoint maybe? Stone axe? Nah, don't like it. Don't like that. That just gives armor. Alright, let's take out more people. We have to hand in this quest, but easy. There's a unique monster.
I believe in traveling light.
Alright, what can we do to make room for this? So this is how much damage? 6 to 14, 6 to 11, 5 to 11. What sort of sockets does this have? Just one. I'm just gonna get rid of this dude. I'll pick up this. Easy, 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 easy. I'm trying to get rid of my How do I get rid of my map? There we go. Easy, guys. Relax, relax. Guys, relax. Right, so there was something here. A Roa nest. Find a use for the strange glyph. I mean, I'll try my best.
My spirit is spent.
Alright. Alright. Easy. Alright. I should probably be commentating more, but I'm very absorbed in the game right now. Because I'm still not used to this button scheme. And I'm still not used to, like, what button do you press to get the map, the down button, the other directional buttons there are mapped to my potion, but other potions are mapped to different buttons. So I'm gonna have to, at some point, fix up my button scheme. Alright, let's go back to Lionel's Watch. Hopefully there's not gonna be too much loading times since we're, in the game. If there are, we'll survive. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Alright, dude.
Still composing that poem about you, exile?
Yeah, take your time on the poem. Don't worry about it. You know what? You can have this. Excuse me?
Hello, exile.
Oh. Sell item like this. I don't know why I picked up a crude bow. How much? That doesn't... We'll keep cleave, actually. We'll sell you the rest of the stuff. I'll even sell you a couple other things just to make space.
About you, exile.
I even sold the fireball. I'm sure it's not going to be that difficult to... Actually, can I buy back the...
Hello, exile.
Can I buy back the fireball? Actually, let's get a reward from
I've
Tarkley.
spent enough time smuggling from coast to coast to know that those shells don't come from these waters. They're Karui, and look about right to fit into that rock wall in the mudflats. I say complete the set, fit them into the sockets, and stand well back.
Okay, so he's
The
telling...
necromancer. Just the one, was it? Guess the bastard got a bit lonely, decided to make himself some pets. Well, good to see you don't mind getting your hands good and filthy. Here, to mark a dirty job well done.
It was a dirty job, but somebody had to do it. 2 passive respec points. Alright.
I've traveled inland on the Emperor's Road via Prisoner's Gate. Had to skirt around Axiom Prison. That's the holdfast of Brutus the Warden. Bloody treacherous trip it was. Worth it? There's forest inland. Game, berries, fruit. More food than we can scrounge here. But most here wouldn't survive the journey. Would be a damn sight easier if we could pass through the prison. Tell you what. You carve us a path up the coast, find us a way past or through Brutus, and you'll have more than a few lives owing to you.
Alright. I'll try my best. Are there any good one-handed items that I can buy? I cannot use that. Maybe we'll just focus on items that we find ourselves. I'll just use this, I think. Maybe I should have kept it. Maybe I should have kept it, but I mean, I think respec points just are stored. I don't think they go away, so we'll not we'll not worry about that just yet. Right, let's go back in and let's go into the coast, into the mudflats. I don't think there's any further thing that branches out from the cave that we went into. Right, so let's go into the mudflats. And let's see if we can finish this quest, because I wanna get stuff done, man. I'm playing Slay the Spire these days, and the map button on Slay the Spire is mapped onto something that is not the map button in this game. It's the inventory button. Easy. Easy. I mean, I don't have to get into every single combat that I see. I can just... That's a two-handed sword. I can just leave stuff if it's not necessary to fight it. Oh hey, I gained a level. So let's excuse me? Where's my spot? Dude, oh, it's here. We gain attack speed, accuracy, movement penalties from armor are gone, and we gain a hell of a lot of dex. So items that we should be looking at are items whose required stat is dexterity. Noted. Now we're also looking for exclamation marks on this map. Small life flask is actually worth it because I think we have an empty potion slot. Oh, we just picked it up and it's been equipped. Yeah, it's been equipped. And now our flasks are in a very weird orientation where I have a healing flask. I have 2 healing flasks, then a mana flask, then another healing flask, then a movement speed flask. Ruin nest. Take that. Orb of augmentation, is that good? With new random modifiers, I'll pick it up. Alright, where can we go? There's another exclamation mark there. we just take the glyphs to the wall? The submerged passage is now open. So that is the way forward. Are there any like champion enemies? I'll just run around seeing if there's anything noteworthy. Anything in this waterfall? Nope. Just a pretty looking waterfall. Anything down here? I'll just dodge these fights if I can. God, I'm getting stun locked by all these guys charging into me. Alright, so let's just go into the... Well, we're gonna have to thin the herd a little bit. Double strike leveled up, hell yeah. Armor and evasion on those fish scale gauntlets. Do I have to manually level up my gems, or are they already leveled up? It's already leveled up, okay. Alright, let's go through the submerged passage now. Oh, I've missed it. It's this way. I think what I'll probably do is we'll get through the submerged passage. We'll get the next waypoint. How about that? Get the next waypoint, which seems to be right here, and we'll finish this area. And then, but hang, we'll get the waypoint after this one. Ooh, I remember these cursed spawns. Now the old memories from the beta are all coming back. Cavern Striders. Scroll of Wisdom, sure. I remember you guys. What does a goat's horn do? It's a wand? I don't know if we necessarily need to pick up every magical item. I don't know why I even picked this up. But leather scale boots. Armor and evasion versus what we have right now. Just armor. So more armor, more evasion, and something else as well. And life regen, alright. And a couple sockets. Alright. Alright, now we're feeling nice.
My spirit is spent.
Alright, glass shank, is that good? 6 to 10, nah. Right. A second mana potion wouldn't be bad. I feel like that's the main bottleneck for me right now. That's one-handed. I could use it, but the rule is I'm only gonna use bladed weapons. I just because it looks cooler, right? Dual wielding two blades. Right. Oh, easy. I used a potion while I was trying to get to the map. Yeah, It's gonna take quite a while to get used to these controls. Luckily, when you just start out the game, the stakes are fairly low, assuming you're not playing hardcore. Not sure why those guys were being such a pain. Are they like debuffing me? There is some debuff that they're applying on me. Not sure what that is. Portal scroll is good. Oh. We've already completed the breaking some eggs thing, whatever that is. Where do I need to go? More life regen. Is this good? What's our current? Oh, we've already got it equipped. Right. Well, that's good. Right. So now there's some champion monsters. Easy. Man, come on. Stay in one place. How are you still alive, dude? Come on. Alright. Gotta go this way. Get some more gold. Go down here. More of these jokers. But go up and around. Do I want armor? Man, no. If it's at least magical or item level of more than 5, then I'll think about equipping it. Easy, guys, relax. Whatever attack they do or whatever debuff they're putting on me is pretty annoying. Oh, and I've just been swinging at a completely empty air. Right. Oh, hey, I leveled up. Let's see what we can do. We wanted to go towards, easy. Wait, what are you doing? God, okay. More dexterity. Dual wield attack speed and block. Dual wielding mastery. I mean, I feel like we should do that. Attack mastery. Dual wielding mastery and attack mastery seem like good ideas. There's projectile damage that I don't like. That's bow skills. I can see that these are more bow skills. Spirit Void. Elemental equilibrium, I don't know about that. That's bow speed. Basic jewel socket. Okay, I think we're getting into stuff that is not meant for us yet. So I'll just do this. Apply that, going towards dual wielding mastery. And let's continue onwards. Adds 1 to 4 physical damage to attacks. What does this do? A lot of maximum life. We could give up max life. I think we'll leave it like this for now. These guys, we could take them out like this. Without using our mana, because they seem to be pretty weak. These guys, on the other hand, are another issue. Alright. Alright, so this... There's an arrow, there's a quest arrow pointing there, but there was something here, wasn't there? There's a rare enemy. Sandboar the Sodden. Whalebone Rapier. Level 7. Unidentified. Got a socket for a potential thing, so let's take a look at this. So straight away, it's pretty good damage. And I think we can just import... Well, no, we would lose the critical strike multiplier. But let's see... So no, the critical strike multiplier is just something that exists on this item. We would lose the chance to poison support. Alternatively, we can glass shank. We could do that. Global critical strike. You know what? Yeah, so we've equipped that. We will on socket double strike from there and put it back onto this. Well, we can put it onto the chainmail vest, and maybe we can put like a red support on it. Because we should still have it. Yeah, we've lost our support, but maybe we can put a new support on it. That's cleave. There were some red support gems that we had. Oh, we're being frozen? Who's doing that? Excuse me? Okay. There's some tomfoolery going around here. Right. Resplendent consuming parasite. Gotta take you out. Gotta take you out. Alright, let's take you out.
My spirit is spent.
Alright. Fish scale gauntlets. I'm not gonna bother with that. I will. Global physical damage. You know what? Sounds good. Armor and evasion sounds good. Let's. Can I identify? Yes, I can just do it like this. Ooh, maximum life as well and fire resistance. Let's just equip that. I guess let's just equip those. We'll equip these. It's more armor, more evasion, and some other good stuff. What about this? Okay, we can just get rid of that. We'll unsocket this. Can I, like do auto sort on my own inventory? Nope. Alright, well, let's just close our screen. Alright. The striders are going down relatively quickly. Alright. Easy there, guys. Oh, whoa. Oh, it was they're champions. Right. Medium life flask. Oh, and there's one of you. Easy. Let's run away like a coward. Alright. I'm interested in that medium life flask. Yoink. What? Oh, okay, we can free that monster and fight you, but first I'm going to identify this. Grants immunity to shock for 8 seconds if used while shocked. Consumes 8 of 28 charges, consumes 7 of 21. So, alright, I feel like that's... I'll swap it out with this one. And this we can just keep here. It's it's fine. So let's free this creature. All right.
My spirit is spent.
Whispering Essence of Contempt. What does this do? Upgrades a normal item to rare with 1 guaranteed property. Properties restricted to level 35 and below. And then gives other stuff. Guess we'll use that on something, but not right now. For now, I want to get through the rest of this area. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll get through this area, like do a sort of a full clear on it. And then we'll move on to the next area. My goal was to find the next waypoint. The ledge. Is the ledge where we need to go, or... have I accidentally gone to the place where I needed to go? I think I might have accidentally gone to the place where I needed to go. Because there was an arrow pointing to that other thing. Is this... Is this... I feel like this might be where we need to go. So what I'll do is... let me go back in here, because there was a place in the other side of the submerged passage. And is that like an optional area? We'll see. We'll just get this done quickly. Maybe we'll get into a few more combats. Ooh, easy, 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 easy. Already forgetting my buttons. Tower shield, don't care. So there definitely was something on this side, right? I'm not imagining this, right? Alright, boots. Yeah. There was flooded depths. Is that an optional area? It might be. It might be like the tier 2 for this dungeon. Well, hopefully it is. We'll find out soon. Alright. Double striking our way through. Not a care in the world.
My spirit is spent.
Let's see what we can get in this area. Let's see what we can get in this area. There's a lot of bridges. Bone pile with nothing. Right. Seems reasonable. Alright, let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. Alright. There's nothing. Well, no. I take that back. I think I see something up there. Large life flask. Iron hat. I don't know if that's good. Let me take a look at this. Is large strictly better? I think large might be strictly better. So I'll do it like that. Alright, so more enemies. There's gotta be something special down here, right? Hey, we gained a level. All right, let's do this. We're moving towards dual wield. What? feline swiftness in the dual wield mastery branch. Allocate after taking a notable passive skill in this cluster to select a dual wielding mastery bonus. All right. Well, let's take. We gotta take some intelligence. All right. Let's confirm that. And let's see. Is there something down here? There is. Right, I'll pick up a scroll of wisdom and I will go here. I think I gotta go up and around. Alright, rat boys. What? Really? It just ends? Huh. I guess it does just end. Well, is there anywhere I can go? I think there might be something here. There is something here. All right. All right. There's got to be like a named enemy, like a special enemy with a special name, like not just random champions or rare monsters. I'll pick up the rare chest plate just because I guess we can sell it. But I won't pick up anything else. Alright, so some things going on. Okay. Whispering Essence of Greed if we kill the Dweller of the Deep. Alright. With his friendos. Just face tanking everything he's doing. Seems like it, but I don't think that's gonna be good for our long-term health unless we can just rush him down. Alright. That's a wand. Chain gloves could be... fuck off. Could be good. I'm not gonna pick up random magic stuff. Maybe I should, but I feel like I'll focus on things that are actually useful. Armor, energy shield. How do we identify things? Oh, I accidentally picked up something. All right. So how do we identify things? B. 1 to 2 cold damage to attacks, lightning resistance. Gain 2 life per enemy hit with attacks. Honestly, gain 8 life per enemy killed. Honestly, that's pretty good. 25 strength. We're never gonna be able to use it. Nevertheless, I'll identify just to see what we're missing out on. Okay, and I'll do that with this as well. Apparently, we did something that Tarkly is gonna reward us for. Alright. Alright, so let's go here. And is there something up here? Well, I mean, I can see monsters, but I think I've got to go down and around to get to them. So is that the only thing? Oh, the Dweller of the Deep was an optional quest. Alright. Let's go here. Don't really care about that. Is there nothing in here, I guess? Nothing in here. Alright. Alright. Well, I can see other things on the map. I don't know if it's off the explored area. Like, you see the... I'm going towards it now. Like this stuff, right? I think it might just be off the explored area. Like, the accessible area, is what I meant. Same with the stuff on the left. I think we might be done with this zone. So now, let's go back. Let's find the next waypoint. Let's sell some rare items and, ooh, Shabby Jerkin, is that good? No. I'll try and find a good rare item that has a dexterity... I guess, hang on. Do all armors have only strength requirements, or do... Well, other items have other stat requirements. Weapons have dex requirements. Maybe all armors just have strength requirements and nothing else. I don't know. I clearly have a lot to refresh myself on when it comes to just like basic game knowledge. But you know what? I'm looking at it as a way of like going into a game and learning things for the first time is something that you can only really experience once. Like, I can play Diablo 2 all day and have a good time, but there's not much left to learn about that game, except if you're running mods, and there's some pretty good Diablo 2 mods. But the base game is kind of just a known commodity. Whereas with Path of Exile, first of all, it's a much more complicated game to begin with. What does this do? What? It's Frieza. God, I can barely see the map. I wish I hadn't taken this shrine. I can't see shit. Easy, easy game, relax. Just take it easy. Right. Be nice to maybe get like a second mana flask. That would be a... I just want this. I want this shrine effect to stop. Thank you. What is this? What are you? Alright, so let's get this lore.
The earth of Rayclast rejects the dead. The black spirit of storm and dream now reaches into the ground and raises up our slain imperial foes. It leads the fallen from their graves and drives them to fight us beyond the end, rotted tooth and jagged nail. Our own remembered have joined their cursed ranks. No longer may we give our beloved to the birds, messengers of spirit to the sky, conveyors of flesh to the earth. Calm has commanded us to destroy our remembered with axe and fire. Calm is the bravest of us, willing to bear the ire of the ancestors for the survival of his people.
Okay, so clearly there's some religious imagery going on there. Hard to say exactly what to make of it. Alright, we got some friends here to take out.
My spirit is spent.
Alright, gluttonous gull. Let's do this. Let's do that. How do we find a waypoint? Ooh, cannibals. let's do that. Skinning, is that good? Hang on. Let's see. Is that good? Let me take a look at that. So it's the same as this, except this is slightly better. So I'll equip this. And nope. I'll unequip this and equip this. And man, come on, man. How do I equip it on my offhand? There we go. There we go. This is a linked socket, so I can... Where did I equip this? I can unequip, unsocket this, socket it back into this. Oh, there was a green... Well, I only just picked up these gloves, so you know what? I'll put it in here where there's two different things we can put on it. The chance to poison support is kind of trash, but we'll replace it with something better later, and maybe when we get back to town, I won't take any uniques that I had on my old character that I played with the beta, like, you know, the 2 unique items that he had. I'll leave those, but I will absolutely help myself to the skill gems that I collected and kept in the stash, because at least one of them should be pretty useful for us. Alright, we gotta take out this totem. Easy, easy. Oh, we're getting massacred, right? Oh, it's because this guy's... We don't have good fire resistance, it seems. Oh, hang on. How do I target this thing? Oh, there it is. Oh, I thought this was the totem. Never mind.
My spirit is spent.
All right. Easy does it. What is a jade hatchet? It's a weapon with strength requirement. Alright. Alright, what do we got here? Nothing there. Alright, let's continue onwards. We've got animals just jumping off cliff, like off ledges. Goat men, I guess. Maybe I was a bit rude calling them animals. I'm sure they're very distinguished, very cultured. You know, we just don't understand their culture. Right? I'm sure there's lots that they can contribute to the world. Okay, please, let me just leave. Oh, there was a special dude. I didn't realize that. Medium mana flask is very important. I'll try and can I not like highlight specific? You're gonna hang. Oh my god, you're gonna. Can't I just click on it? I mean, I can move the cursor around, but I can't make it go back into... There we go. Jesus, dude, that was such an ordeal.
I believe in traveling light.
Oh my god, hang on a second. This is... Let's drop that. Oh, no, 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 no. Cancel, 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 cancel. Unequip that. Alright. Get rid of that. And, there's a mana flask that I picked up. Let's identify it. Increased recovery rate, honestly, great. I'll equip that. I'll put that here. And I'll put the life here. I think now we're feeling pretty happy. And that's a, no, that's a. I'll put that there. So this is the large life flask. This is the medium life flask with the. You know what? Better recovery on the medium is what I would rather. Oh my god. Better recovery on the medium is what I would rather have here, and then this one can go into the only slot that's left, and all my flasks are now empty because I unequipped them and then re-equipped them. Alright. And I want to change my... Can I change my loot filter, like, right now? Or... Item filter. I don't want to open folders right now. Let's just go to the default filter. Okay. Let's save that. Save. Alright. Alright, I'll fiddle with the filter once we're done with the episode. But for now we'll just continue. Right. Alright.
Spirits are spent.
Alright, boys. I gotta remind myself I have another mana flask, a medium mana flask. And there's a waypoint.
Ha! My fans in Oriath will barely recognize me.
There's another level. And now we can start going into this tree. Chance to block attack damage while a dual wielding. Seems pretty good. Let's make sure we're not leaving anything in this area. You see, there was stuff in here that we nearly left. All right. I think we have pretty good mana recovery at this point. Alright, is there anything up here that's interesting? That's just taking us back to where the waypoint is. So let's not go there, let's instead go everywhere else. Alright, this might be somebody special down there that's throwing these lightning frisbees at us. The false god. Kaduku, the false god. Easy there. Another double strike? And I'll pick it up. It's a magical chainmail vest. What does the ring do? Is what I want to know. And what am I wearing right now? I'm wearing a chainmail vest. So this is strictly just gonna be an upgrade. So I'll pick that up. Did you just pick up the same bottle that I already threw away? Just go away. Whatever. Just equip that. Throw this away. Maximum mana? I don't think so. I'll just discard that and this. We'll sell that, I guess. Get rid of these. Easy. God, no. Alright, yeah, I just wanted to arrange my inventory a little. Alright, so there's more people here, but I think we're probably reaching the end of this area. We fought 2 unique monsters. Haven't seen a unique item yet, but we've seen several unique well, I mean, that's not that special, seeing unique monsters, because most of them, when you re-enter an area after saving and quitting, will just be
My spirit is spent.
they'll have come back. This area, the climb. Alright. So I think we've reached the end, and we can just start wrapping around, seeing if these parts of the map connect to each other at all, or if we're gonna have to walk all the way back. And it's looking like we're gonna have to walk all the way back. You know, that's okay. No big deal. I'm okay with that. Here's I'll do one other thing. I'm gonna swap the small and the medium mana flask. Oh god, come on. Put it there. Right. Where do we gotta go? There's one small little nook where there might be something. And then there's the waypoint there. Get this chest, take that augment orb and that scroll. And let's continue onwards. Copper sword, is that good? 6 to... Nah. I think what we have is better. There's some more of you guys. Alright, what do we got here? Let's just assemble all of them. We don't have any AoE, but we are killing these weak enemies quickly enough that we may as well have AoE. Assuming we can target the correct people with our attacks and not just... I picked up some crap that I didn't need. Let me discard that. Alright, so more people jumping at us. Alright, I'm feeling pretty nice. Again, I'm not gonna run after every little enemy that shows up, but I will be exploring areas and hopefully running into special monsters. The more of them we can find, the more stuff we'll find from killing them, and just generally, you know, the more of the game's unique content we will have discovered. Alright, so at this point we're gonna go back to Rayclast. Looks like we got everything there. The flooded depths is where we came. Was it though? Mudflats led to the submerged passage, which led to the flooded depths, which led to the ledge. Yes, that makes sense. And flooded depths doesn't seem to have anything else that goes there. So let's go back to Lion Eye's Watch. We'll sell our stuff. We'll see if maybe we can find some good thing we want to buy. We've got some quest rewards to pick up as well. And then we'll call it good, I think. This is probably a pretty longish episode, but you know what? I think we all knew when the series started that it was going to be long. And we haven't even gotten to the really... Well, let me walk that back. This is my favorite part of any role-playing game. Just the slow discovery, the part where any basic item you see lying on the ground might be an upgrade. There's nothing better in any RPG that is more fun than this part of any game. That said, I do know that eventually that novelty wears off. Eventually the deeper you go into a game, the more you have to think about, okay, there's only specific things that I need for my build, and nothing else excites me. Only those things, when I get them, are going to be useful. And long term, the only thing, or the main thing we'll care about is unique items. But early on, you know, we're having some pretty good fun. But even this fun, I think, is going to become more concentrated. I think between levels 20 to 30, that's when you start discovering the interesting synergies you have. That's when the items you start, and the items and skills that you have available to you, really start opening up all kinds of options. And that's something that I am gonna look forward to. But first, let's talk to Tarkley.
Now that you've drained that passage, best I warn you about something. I was running down a wounded rower one night's eve when I glimpsed something in that waterlogged cavern. Looked a bit like a sand spitter, only the size of a bloody ox. I reckon it's nesting down in those flooded depths somewhere. If you're going that way, then do us a favor. Spill the old shield crab's guts before it gets hungry and comes looking for us.
Way ahead of you. Way ahead of you. Okay, so let's take a look at our stuff. We can put a red support and a green... We already have a green support, which I don't really like because chance to poison seems kind of lame. Vigilance strike. Man, I don't like defense. I want to go all in on offense. You must gain valor from melee combat. That's strength based. Blood and sand. Based on your stance. Blood stance. Sand stance. Using the skill again alternates between blood stance and sand. So melee skills have more area damage when in blood, area of effect when in stance. Less area of effect while in blood. Less area damage while in sand. Blood and sand. Yeah, that's what it's called. Crushing Fist. That's AoE. Retaliate against a blocked hit. Man, none of these seem awesome. This one requires strength and level 9. Are there any that require dex but are for melee? No, that's ranged. No, that's spell. Curses a single enemy, increasing only the damage they take from projectiles. Man, that's trash. Puncture is. It seems like all melee is just. Every melee is just strength based. What about what we have? The sockets on this. Let's take, I don't know, blood and sand maybe. Yeah, let's take blood and sand. This is shield charge, this is dash. Ooh, that's movement. Movement skills are just good to have. That's also movement, but it's also an attack. But it's strength based. This is dex based. I think you just gotta take dash. Cooldown, recovery rate, travel distance. Cast speed cannot be modified. I'll just take that.
Managed to kill a granddaddy crab. A pity you couldn't lug it up out of the caves for us. Could have made quite the chowder out of it. No matter. We've got one less reason to fear the dark. And I've got one more thing to thank you for.
Don't worry about it, dude. A passive skill point for me. You know, let me just sell you some of the stuff that we don't need. Like that. Oh, did I... Hang on, did I equip that? Did I equip those? No. I was trying to sell you something. Hang on a second.
Greetings.
Trying to sell you... You gotta do it like this. Should I hold on to this? Are we ever gonna gain strength? Maybe we are gonna gain strength. I don't think we need that. We're definitely holding on to dash. That's the other double strike that we picked up. I don't think we need the iron ring. Can we sell this? No, we can't. Okay. I wasn't gonna sell it, I was just curious. So I'll accept this trade. I'll use this. I'll continue. Easy. I'll continue going down this path. Now we keep getting more chance to block attack damage while dual wielding. We'll continue doing that, working towards the what was that? The cat's something or the other? A feline swiftness. 10% chance to block attack damage while dual wielding. Movement speed while dual wielding sounds just fantastic. Right. Apply that. Alright. Right. Does anybody here have any sort of a quest for us, or do we just... I guess we'll just continue on. Yeah, let me end... You know what? We'll do this next episode. Next episode is when I will look through these support gems, 2 of which we can now use. Melee splash support, causing their melee strike to deal splash damage around each target hit. Might not be a bad thing to just link to Glyph Fist. That is level 1, and then there's knockback support. Honestly, I'd rather have splash support, I think. This is level 12, but it requires strength, number 1. Number 2, level 46. That's the other issue. This is also strength based. Are we ever gonna gain strength as a duelist? You would think that you would, right? Let me take a look at my passive tree. There must be the occasional, because like we gained intelligence for this, right? There must be the occasional like strength gain hidden around without us having to do something weird. So after we take this path, what do we do? That gives us strength. So would we go there? Because we're that beef gives us 30 strength versus wisdom of the glade. Very elegant name for a spell versus beef. Gotta love it. Area of effect aura skills, man. I don't know. Do we even want to be down there? Blind mastery, easy. Let's go. Let's get back to this, right? So this gives us strength, but then tincture mastery, flask mastery, is that something we want? What is the next node that we want to go towards? I think that is something we're gonna have to think about next episode, because I am getting sucked into just a major rabbit hole. There's more dual wielding mastery down. I tell you what, having how do we navigate towards that node? In a way that gives us, so we would go, let's just chart this path. So after we're done with this, what we do is we maybe get some mana regen. Then Master of the Arena gives us life regen, melee damage, and strength. Yes, that's how we do it. And then we go not into two-handed melee damage. That's projectile damage. Ooh, that's dual wield damage and accuracy. Maybe we do that. Maybe that's the path we take, because we want to get down to this dual wielding mastery, which gives us attack speed, ambidexterity, damage and block, and blade barrier. And are we gonna get any strength along the way? Because we're gonna need it for the things that I want to that I seemingly want to equip. All right. I think we've got a couple options. I really kind of like the Master of the Arena. Maybe we take Master of the Arena, go around, then surely this is gonna be enough strength that we can just deal with it. Alright. Or we go the more logical route, which is through this. And then we're just really low on strength. Well, if we go through this, then we can get some strength there, more strength there. Frenzy charge duration, endurance charge, basic jewel socket. Man, I don't know. I don't know. All I do know is we have to end this episode, because otherwise this is going to be a 5-hour video. I'm going to call it good. I'm going to bring an end to this week's episode of Let's Play Path of Exile. What did we accomplish today? Well, we reached level 10. We've got slightly upgraded gear. We've got a couple rare items equipped. Or exactly one rare item equipped. And we're looking pretty good. Our flasks are doing some pretty good work for us. I'll be using the Quicksilver flask pretty often. Oh, and I've got to equip Dash somewhere. I'll socket it into probably my knife. Right, Dash is on B. I don't think you can dash in town. We'll dash around next episode. I do really have to end this. I'm gonna say thanks for watching. Hope to see you next Friday, and until then, take care.